Good morning. Today we have to understand, we have to study, we have to know selling process. In selling process, what type of stages are used? What type of steps you have to complete? All such things you have to understand in the selling process. Several theories for the effective selling. Try to understand. Several theories for effective sellings are suggested by marketing scholars. One such theory is the need satisfaction theory. What is it? Need satisfaction theory. This theory states that a product is satisfying the need of the customer, and therefore salesman should have to describe the product features in his dialogues, which are more important from the point of need satisfaction. Therefore, while making the sales tag, try to understand, while making the sales talks with the salesman and customer, salesman should select the selling points in terms of need to be satisfied. It means that such type of points salesman should have to select, and those points should be explained in front of the customers. Another theory is depth theory. This theory states that if more and more information is given to the customer about the product, about the manufacturer, about the sales organization, about the pricing, about the other substitutes, and all such, then more and more ready prospective customers become to purchase the product. It means that after listening all such things, prospective customers can be ready to purchase the product, because such an information will automatically clarifies the doubts, misunderstanding, fears and objections, and also it helps to develop a positive product impression and a favorable purchase actions. That's why this theory is also very essential. Yet another theory is also exists there, which is called stimulus response theory. What is it? Stimulus response theory. This theory states that if proper stimulus is given, the desired responses will be followed automatically. Since no two buyers are alike, their purchasing behavior also differs. What makes one buyer respond positively, perhaps another will not be respond positively. The use of such type of an inappropriate stimulus is a basic cause for the failure of the selling process. Okay, product quality, price, easy and ready availability, terms of trade, warranties and after sales services, then benefits uh, as immediate purchase action are some of the important stimulants. It means that what type of benefit you can get after immediate purchasing also. What type of terms and conditions are also available for immediate purchasing also. What type of warranty is also given there. All such things should be provided to the customer properly. If a proper stimulus is used, the probability, try to understand, if the proper stimulus is used, the probability of buying action increases, and if it is not, such type of buying action will never increases. Try to understand. Then another formula is also used there for the making sales effectively. What formula is there? AIDAS formula. This formula is prepared by taking the first alphabets of each term included in the formula. The expansion of this abbreviation is AIDAS, gives us the full form of the formula as attention, interest, desire, action, satisfaction. It means that A stands for attention, I stands for interest, D stands for desire, A stands for action, and S stands for satisfaction. The formula theory states the successful selling. Try to understand. Such type of a formula theory states that successful selling is possible by the use of this AIDAS formula. This formula enables the salesman. This formula enables the salesman to understand and appreciate to understand and appreciate. Try to understand, appreciate about the product, about the mental stages through which such type of formula is also used there. Okay. Then another thing is also we have to understand, that is salesman. Salesman is supported to make complementary and supportive behavior, complementary and supportive behavior and action when the customer is passing through these mental stages. It means that when customer is thinking about such type of qualities, features, price and all such things, at that time customer has to provide this mental support to the customer. Try to understand. It means that customer is required such type of a mental support from the salesman also. Then another thing also we have to understand, the as per the Philip Kotler, try to understand. According to the Philip Kotler, the selling process consists the steps. Try to understand. Selling process consists the steps that salesman follows when selling the product, and which includes the prospecting and qualifying pre-approaches. It means that such type of stages. What are those stages are there? First stage is there, prospecting and qualifying. Second is pre-approach. Next, approach. Next step is there, presentation and demonstration. Then handling objections. Then closing the sales, and the last follow. These are different types of these stages you have to follow in selling process. We have to study in detail step by step, one by one. First step is there. What is it? Prospecting and qualifying. Prospecting is the first step. Try to understand. Prospecting is the first step in selling process. Prospecting is the process of identifying prospective buyers. Prospecting is a process of identifying prospective buyers who have the need, willingness, ability, and authority to pay for the products and buy them. Thus, prospecting is a search of prospective or new customer. In simple word, prospecting is a search of prospective or new customer. The sources for prospecting includes current customers. It means that with the help of current customers also such type of information you can get. Then suppliers also you can get the information. Then dealers, directories, newspapers and bankers. From those sources also we can get prospecting data, customers data also. Try to understand. Then another thing is also there, prospecting customers the searched out should be researched. Whatever may be prospecting customers are searched out, those customers should be researched and assessed on the criteria of financial ability, location, volume, volume of purchase, and regularity in purchasing, possibility of continuing business, and all such things. And this will help the company to know whether these prospectors can qualify to become the regular and permanent customer later. Okay, it means that all these things also we have to understand, and for that purpose this step you have to study. Then second step is also given there, pre-approach. Pre-approach is the step. Pre-approach is a step in selling process in which salesman learns as much as possible about prospective customers before making a sales call. Thus, at this stage, the salesman tries to collect maximum information. At this stage, the salesman tries to collect the maximum information about the prospectus and then decide which approach will be most suitable, a personal visit or phone call. Between these suitable approach, he can decide. The salesman also fixes the possible timing of interaction and overall sales strategy. In this way, this step also you have to understand, and in this step such type of action you have to take. Then third step is there, approach. This is the step in which salesman meets and greets the buyer to get the relationship to make a good start. This is the actual meeting with the customer. The salesman has to make modest and courteous approach. His appearance, opening lines, and follow-up remark play this significant role. He has to greet the customers first and start the discussion with positive opening lines. The dialogue should be attractive, interesting, informative, and entertaining. A friendly spirit should be properly developed through this dialogue or sales talk. Attention should be paid to the buyers. Attention should be paid to the buyer's remarks, and three types of the approaches are observed. In this third point, there are three types of the approaches. First approach is reference approach, second is benefit approach, and third is sample approach. Try to understand. Then next step is also there. What is it? Presentation and demonstration. It involves telling the product story, actually showing the product, talking about the service the product will offer to the customer, and saving customers will enjoy. Try to understand. The sales promotion or the sales presentation can be improved with actual product demonstration as well as with demonstration aids like videotapes, booklets, product samples, etc. In this way, presentation and demonstration, that is also the fourth stage we have to understand. And the effective presentation depends upon following aspects. Your presentation should be effective and it should be converted into action, and such effective presentation depends upon the following stages, following points: clarity and discipline and promptness in selling presentation, then showing the proper quality and quantity of the product, making an actual product demonstration, appealing the senses of customers and providing proofs of claims, suggesting the customers to test the goods and allowing the customers to handle the goods themselves. Action always speaks louder than two words. Try to understand. Always and always. Action always and always speaks louder than the words. And on these stages, your presentation and demonstration will be. Whether it is effective or ineffective, it depends upon all these points. Okay. Then next step is also there in the selling process, that is handling objections. At this stage, try to understand, this is very very important stage. At this stage, the salesman seek out, clarifies, and overcomes the customer's objections. A positive approach by the salesman is necessary. Many of the objections are unspoken. So, a salesman should encourage the customers to speak out about his product, about his doubt, about his objections, about his query, about his problems, and should create objections as opportunity to provide more product information, and thus should convert the objections into reasons for the buyer. Okay, and this is also the very very important stage in the sales process. Then next stage is also there, closing the sales. At this stage, the salesman asks the customers for an order. The salesman should recognize, try to understand, the salesman should recognize what? You have to understand the closing signals from the buyers. He should have to recognize the closing signals from the buyers, and then should sum up his stock and request for an order. He should tell the buyer that if the order is not placed now, the buyer will lose certain benefits. It means that in this way, closing the sale is also essential. And the last stage is also there, follow up. It is a process of keeping the report with the customer to ensure customer satisfaction and repeat business. Follow up has another aspect. After the closing of the sales and receipts of the order, the salesman should complete details or delivery time, purchase time, proper installation, servicing, and other related customer problems, and keep in contact with the buyers. It means that all such things also salesman should have to understand. And these are one plus half dozen stages. How many stages are there? Seven stages are there, and after completion of those stages, definitely your selling process will be completed. Now, making a effective sales talk. Try to understand. Making the effective sales talk, what type of efforts you should have to make. In the personal selling process, a sales talk plays a crucial role. Personal selling demands for direct, personal, and person to person and face to face interaction and communication. It involves a dialogue between the salesman and prospective buyers. Dialogue between salesman and prospective buyers. Effective sales talks ensures the fruitfulness of the interaction. In order to make it effective, try to understand, in order to make it effective, a sales talk has to properly designed and carefully and cleverly made. Here are some suggestions to make effective sales talk. Some suggestions I would like to make here for making effective sales talk. What are those suggestions? First is there, try to know in advance. Try to know in advance the nature and tendency of your prospectus and types of customer. He is with enough experience. This you can guess in the first few opening lines of the dialogue. It means that your guess should be proper, your judgment should be proper, and that's why you should have to try in advance the nature and tendency of the prospectus. Then carefully design and prepare your sales talk. That is also very essential. You should have to design carefully the sales talk which covering all product features and selling points. And that is also essential. Then try to be objective. Try to understand. Try to be objective, logical and reasonable in making the sales talk. Do not make exaggeration, false and misleading claims about your about your product, about your services. Okay, don't make such type of a misleading claims. Then do not make unwarranted and unnecessary comparison with the competitor's product. Try to understand, this is not essential. Try to understand, such type of a comparison with competitors product is not essential. Also, do not make all remarks or cheap comment about your competitors. You should have to avoid such things. You don't remark cheaply about your competitors and competitive products also. Okay. Then another thing is also there. Do not forget to tell the buyers the benefits of making immediate purchase decision. Don't forget. It means that tell the benefits of making an immediate purchase decisions. Maintain your attitude. Okay. Have a smiling face when you are making dialogue with customer. At that time you should have a smiling face. Be modest and simple, courteous use of simple language. You should have to use simple language also. Don't use jargons. Don't use technical words. Don't use descriptions. Okay. Don't try to be oversmart. Try to understand. Don't try to oversmart with prospectus. Maintain an honest and sincere and low profile. Then clarity is also there. You should have to clarify the doubts, misunderstandings, queries of the customers promptly and carefully. Try to understand. Okay, promptly and earnestly. Then listen to customers remark. When customer is giving opinion about the product, at that time you should have to listen the customers remarks, customers comments and customers arguments calmly and carefully. And the last point I would like to explain here, allow customers to speak. Remember that a sales talk is not a long boring lecture. It should be simple, short and sweet. And these points you should have to understand for making an effective sales talk. Okay. Then what are the types of customers? There are different types of the customers you will find there. Different types of the customers are also there. Every salesman is interested in attracting the customers toward the product. In other words, to be successful salesman, to make effective selling, a salesman must possess the following things which are called the essentials of selling. What are called essentials of selling? What are the essentials of selling? First is there a suitable personality should be there. Such type of personality will impress the customers. Then adequate product knowledge is also essential, and adequate knowledge of customers is also essential. And such type of things you should have to understand. Such type of features you should have to possess, okay, as a salesman. Now you have to understand the different types of the customers. You have to understand different types of the customers. What are the different types of the customers? Those types of the customers also you should have to understand. What are the types of the customers? First type is also there, that is a silent customer. What is it? Silent customer. Second is talkative customer. Third is argumentative customer. What is it? Argumentative customer. What do you mean by argumentative customer? Argumentative customer, they are really troublesome and dispute on every statement of the salesman by making counter argument. So do not reply to them by making some more arguments, because then this unnecessary debate will never end. Try to understand. On the other side, patience and restraints in dealing with them will pay. Okay, that's why such type of customers are also there. Then another type of customer is also there, suspicious customers. What type of customers are there? Suspicious customers. Some of them may have genuine doubts about the product, about the quality, about the price. Okay, but a lot of other of this type of customers are unreasonably doubtful about the purpose and intentions of the salesman. They think that salesman is devising a cunning trap for them, and therefore doubts every proposal, statement and suggestion of the salesman. The best solution is to offer them proof and evidences. For these customers, what is the best solution? You should have to offer to them proofs and evidence in support of the product claim and pricing. This type of customer is also you have to understand. Then another customers are also there. Those are undecided customers and pre-considerations. Okay, undecided customers. Through undecided customers, both usually do not have determination to purchase their product. Okay, the undecideds are one who cannot make up their minds. They are non-decisive. They are non-decisive persons and lack the concentration power. Try to understand. They always postpone their decisions. Perhaps they expect that much better offer will come in the future. So they hesitate to take the decision and make purchase actions. Such type of customers are also there, and those customers also you should have to understand. Then another type of customer is also there, deliberate or practical customers. What are the type? What is the next type? Deliberate or practical customers. They are selective and do not make purchasing decisions. Such type of customers are selective, and such type of customers do not make purchasing decisions unless they find and get the exact product, exact brand, exact articles which they are looking for. They are price minded people. Try to understand. Such type of customers are price minded people, and also so they hesitate to purchase unless they realize that price is reasonable and product is beneficial. Okay, the salesman should assist and help them in their product search, and also should not shower, try to understand, should not shower on them other unwanted products. He should show convenience them how this offer is economical. How this offer is economical, taking into account the product benefits, and should offer them some special concessions in personal favor. Such type of a customer is called or is identified as deliberate or practical customers. Then next type is also there, impulsive customers. What are those? Impulsive customers. They are they are the man of action and using act on their impulse or spontaneous inclination of that moment. Their actions are quick, jerky, and impatient. They do not like wasting time or unnecessary postponing decision making. The salesman should mention the product features and facts in brief, and so that he should be prepared to take a purchase order and implement it properly. Such type of customers are very important in the case of organization. Then next type of customer is also there, the nervous customers and rude customers. The nervous customers and rude customers, both are exactly opposite to one another. Okay, both customers are exactly opposite to one another. The nervous customers are shy and require help and guidance from the salesman. The rude test the patience of salesman. He should endure them. Okay, this is also very important type of the customer. Then another type is also there, pompous, vain or snobbish customers. They belong to a class of person who think themselves for superior than others. They boast about themselves and wish for compliments from others. Flattery, praise promptness, okay, complimenting as and when possible is useful to win it. Okay, such type of customers are also there, and those types also you should have to know. Then export buyers purchasing for resale. Try to understand. Export buyer purchasing for resale. Usually an industrial marketing, such buyers you can see. Okay, they are purchase managers of their companies. Such buyers are professional buyers, don't forget it all. They have sufficient product knowledge. The salesman should provide facts and figures objectively. Try to understand. It means that salesman should have to provide the facts and figures and information in objective manner. Then second last type of the buyer or customer is women customer. They are keen, curious, selective, deliberate, like variety and elegance, possess aesthetic sense. A salesman should courteous, honest, cooperative and polite. He should never feel tried to offer them product and variety or to reply their queries. Such type of customers are also you should have to understand. And the last type is given here, that is children customer. They love to handle the products. Children love to handle the products and like colorful and new products. They are emotionally delicate. Okay, that's why such type of customers you should have to handle carefully. Be truthful and friendly with such type of customers. These are the various types of the customers. Thank you. Thank you very much.